Hi and welcome to the Soundschi Land Show where everybody's upside down.
Every day is upside down day in Soundschi land.
Today I'm super excited. A while ago, I wrote to my current coach, Emmett, a message. I basically shared a post of this girl here, Mihaela Karkia, where she did a crazy sequence and like pressing up on one arm and oh my god. And I hashtagged it with life goals. So it's amazing that you're just sitting right across from me now and we can actually talk about you and like your training and everything.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Oh, and plus, it's your birthday today. So
yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us how you got into hand balancing?
Yeah, so like my dad has been like kind of into circus, like doing like magic tricks and stuff like that, like in parties. And then like when I was 6, he like put me into a circus school. And so then like, yeah, that's how it started.
Oh, so you kind of grew up with it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So how was it growing up with, was only your father in circus or also your mother?
No, like just like my father was kind of like, you know, into the circus thing, but like of course my mom like also think it's like really nice and cool and is like they're like both really supportive.
So did you go into a circus school from the beginning?
Like
what did you do until you came to Kiev?
Okay, so like since I was 6 I was in like youth circus and it was like not crazy training at all, it was like just for fun. So like not crazy training like the Ukrainian kids do. Like yeah, and then just like over the years I started to train like more and more, and then like when I was 16 I went to a professional circus school in Finland, in Lahti, and there of course like the training increased more, and then after that I was like the school in Lahti, it's like really great, but it's like super like a whole thing, you know, like becoming an artist and like making shows and all that. And then I wanted to still be more like a specialist, like be like, you know, like a better hand balancer. So that's why I wanted to come here.
Okay. So did you do any hand balance back then?
In Lahti? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started to, like, that was like my specialization in Lahti. And I started to like, kind of like, you know, like already do handstands over like any other disciplines already before Lahti. But like the training really like has gotten more and more like kind of like little by little over the whole time.
Okay, yeah, got it. You told me you also did other disciplines like board and acrobatics. And
yeah, like aerials and yeah.
So you have a pretty broad education.
Yeah.
In this. And why did you choose hand balance then?
Like it was just like something that I liked more than the other things, and then I also felt that it was kind of like it gives like more freedom. Like I don't know, I felt like the aerials were like the one that I liked like the second best, but I felt that it was kind of like limiting somehow like too much, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How so?
I don't know, just like you're just, I don't know, like for some reason I just thought like with hand balancing, and then like I actually liked to do more like acrobatic things also, so then it was like the floor and everything, so it was just like more free.
I understand, yeah, because in aerial you're more limited to the apparatus and
Yeah.
you can't really do so much floor stuff.
Yeah, or it's like it's like very separate. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know. That's why that's what I was thinking back then. But yeah.
Yeah. I googled a little bit about you. And
Really?
Yeah, I went on YouTube and I searched for videos of you.
Oh my god.
And I found some really old stuff.
How
You're
old?
surprised. I think I found a video of like 2015 and I found your act.
Yeah.
The one, did you create that act yourself?
Yeah, you're talking about it like to the pretty fast beat with the spinning that is like low. Yeah, I did it like it was my graduation act from the school in Lahti. And like we all did like who graduate from there, we all like do the acts ourselves. Yeah.
So how was it difficult for you to create that?
No, like really like the school in Lahti, it's like really like it prepares you like so well to like really like make shows like in groups and also solo things. So we like practiced it like the whole 3 years like so much that like I really like found my style and like really know what I wanna do. And I really do like to like also like the next act I definitely like wanna make myself. So yeah, it's really nice.
Cool. Yeah, you have a very unique style. I've never seen anybody perform the way you do. And I really like it. Yeah, I want to talk about your training a little bit. Because what I see when you train here in Kiev, it's like you're super focused.
Yeah.
Like, just to explain a little bit, Mihaela has an apparatus. She's like a high turning table where you have a spinning table in the middle, but the rest is like steady, right?
Yeah.
And she spends the 4 hours of training there and is like super focused, and she does press after press after press, and then she does other things and like, yeah. How do you see your training? Like, what is your training mode, I guess is what I want to ask.
Well, like listening to music is really nice, like especially like in the Ceska training in the morning, which is like 4 hours from 9 to 1. So like that's like sometimes I don't listen to music, but often it's like it really kind of like helps to like do kind of more in like a steady, like to not to do like fast, because then it's like so much easier to make mistakes. Like it's better to do like, kind of slowly and like same speed kind of. So the music can like really help with that. And otherwise it's like training mode. I don't know, it's like hard to say because it's like every day it's like, Yeah.
What do you usually go through when you train? Like, can you walk us through the beginning till the end of what you do every day?
Yeah, so like I start with like warming up. Normally it's like I warm up kind of like the upper body, and then I do just like a 2-arm handstand, like straight, and like do like tag straight, like just to kind of like warm up and like get the feeling. And then I like stretch splits like pretty quickly, and then I do like 1-arms, like in a sequence. Like the first one I do, it's like straddle and figa and like the angle position, like just to kind of like warm up, so then I can move on the tricks that I'm now like training, So like and then I move on to the newer tricks that like I really like need to train, They need to like really get better.
What are they right now?
Like right now, it's like it's one combo. Like, should I just say the whole combo?
Yeah,
okay.
Just say the combo.
So it's like full figa, and then it's like straddle flag holding like this leg. Then it's 1-arm press, like so that the legs are like on the same side, and then it's to figa. And then like waves in figa. So that's like what I train now. And then I'm also training it on the spinning now. So
while it's spinning.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I'm like now doing like separately. Like the first 2 separately, then the next 3 separately, and then just like waves separately. So yeah. And then like there are like other things also, like new tricks, which are like, kind of many, but yeah, that's like how the rest of the training kind of goes. And then the very last thing that I train, it's like something like, just like power, like manna or planche. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. It looks like you never, like your energy never ends.
No, like I definitely get tired, but I don't know. I guess in training it's just like it's actually really good because I have kind of like a list of like what I wanna do. Like I kind of wanna do the same thing every day. Like of course there are like some changes. Like I don't know if I have like pain or like something like that. But it's like I still like know what I like wanna do in this training. So it's like it's kind of helps because then like even if I would feel tired, then like I know that I like need to like just like keep going because otherwise I will not obviously do everything. So
so you just push through it basically.
Yeah, and it gets like easier then, so it's good.
And how do you deal with pain? Because obviously, I mean, it's impossible not to feel pain at some point with this kind of volume and training. So how do you deal with that?
Like, well, a few times I have like tested the limits, like went over the limit and then like have some, like I had like the 2 rib bones were fractured and stuff like that. Like not too much, but a little bit like injury kind of stuff. But I think it's like kind of good to like just like to sometimes like as rarely as possible, but like sometimes like just to go over the limit, just to like see like okay, there's the limit, and then like after that you are like smarter and you kind of like really know like to rest a little bit like before it gets so bad, and then it will be like healed so much faster. But yeah, it is a bit difficult because it's like normal to have like a little bit pain somewhere, and I feel like if like I just stop every time there is any pain, and like I would not get forward at all, like I would just like go backwards like so much, yeah, like it's not Pilates, what we are doing, so it's like you kind of like just need to get smart. Yeah
That's a very good advice actually. How do you feel about your wrists? Because you basically always train on floor because your platform is basically like a floor. So you never have like the the ease of the blocks that kind of alleviates the wrists. Is that an issue for you at all?
Like I have never had like bad, like something really bad with wrists, but sometimes like they just like randomly get painful. And now actually like the last 2 days like the left wrist has been like pretty bad, so I have done like almost all the time just like just to like let it rest, and then like like sometimes it's just like okay, like now just like this one arm because the other one is hurting, and it's like okay, then it like goes pretty fast away, and then you can do normally again, and you have made like probably like even more progress with the arm than you would have if you would have done both, and then it's like it's like the progress can still go up very well.
I just want to mention that you, after the 4 hours of regular training at the circus school, you go to train again to another coach. Are we allowed to talk about that? Okay. So Mihaela goes to another coach to train more. Why do you do that?
Well, like it was like 1 year ago when I like went for the first time to Alex's training, and he's like a super good coach, and like or a teacher coach, whatever. And and it's like really useful to train there. So like of course I wanna do it, and
do you sometimes feel like it's too much?
Like sometimes it can get like really hard, but then like again like sometimes I have just like went over the limit and then gotten problems, and then other times I realize to do the smart thing like before, and then it's fine.
Cool. What do you want to do with your future? Like have you actually I wanted to ask differently. Have you ever thought about doing something else than what you're doing?
Like other than hand balancing or like other than circus?
other than circus, like have you ever thought about having a completely different life?
Yeah, like when I was younger, like before I went to the professional circus school, like I thought that I would be like, you know, like a nutritionist or what is it?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, but I'm so glad I didn't. Like, oh, no. But yeah, and like of course, like when I was like also like young, I had like some weird dreams. Like I wanted to own a shop when I was like super little.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's so cute. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like a weird thing. It was like I wanted to also go there like with a horse, and then like Tuesday was the day off, and every day like other would be working. Like no, like that's definitely also not what I wanna do now. But yeah. But like no, like recently no, it's like very clear that this is like definitely what I wanna do. It's like my purpose, like for real, and like yeah, it's like super clear that this is it.
Yeah, it's so visible when watching you train or like just the way you are that this is what you want to do. So what exactly do you want to do?
Like well, of course, like I wanna, you know, keep on getting like to a higher level, like you know, like really, really high level.
Which level are we talking about?
Like really high, you know, like I mean, it's hard, like you know, in circus, it's not like a sport, so you know, you cannot like say that anyone is like the best, you know. But like I definitely wanna be like in the top level, and like.
What does that mean for you? Like in terms of what would you have to achieve to be that?
Just like pretty many like, you know, things, and like it's not really like, you know, about any like one trick. It's just like, you know, like several, you know, cooler, harder tricks, and like, you know, cooler, harder combinations, and yeah.
So it's a technical thing.
Yeah, technical, but yeah, I am also like very like, you know, like passionate about like, you know, like performing and like the more artistic side. Like just like right now, because I'm training technique so much, it's just like kind of like, you know, all to that. But like I definitely like also like have ideas for act, and like I will be like starting to make it, you know, or actually like have kind of a little bit started already. So like it's coming, but yeah, of course I also wanna be like, you know, on stage, you know, like. So that it's not just like a training routine on the stage, but it's actually like, you know, like a performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who do you admire?
Like any person or a hand balancer?
Actually, you can tell us any person. Yeah, I'm curious.
Any person. Well, Nicki Minaj is like for real my number 1 inspiration, and like yeah, like she's
Why?
Like I saw her. Like I was not a fan or anything, and then like in Lahti, we got like there was a music festival, and they took like people from our school to like perform there, like you know, do like mingling, and then also like on stage, and we got to perform on stage with artists also like spontaneously. But then like it was like our work day would be like done at like 8 o'clock, and then like the rest time we could just like, you know, enjoy the festival. And then like Nicki Minaj was there, and you know, of course she's like, you know, the last performer of the day, you know, because you know, she's her. And and I was not really a fan before. I was just like, oh cool, like someone so big is coming, so I was like excited. And then we went there, and like, oh my god, it was just like so great. Like it was like a super great performance. Like she's just like so great, like, you know, like the songs obviously, but then like also, you know, like the performance and just like the energy was like so amazing. Yeah, like the whole thing. And then after that, like I, you know, started to listen, you know, the music and like watch all the interviews, and it's for real like my number 1 like job, like dream job, to like perform on tour with her, like for real.
I feel like you could already do that.
Yeah, but it's like someone has to find me.
What?
You know?
Oh my god! Why don't you just message her?
No, like of course, like you know, like you know, on Instagram, you know, like or something. She has like so many, of course, like people messaging. You know,
of course.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna happen. You know, like one way or the other. You know, but yeah, like that's so great. And like I have like in Finland actually there is like like a really like famous Finnish rap band, like 3 guys. Stefan Brothers is the name, like the Finnish people will know if someone's watching. And yeah, like we got to perform on like the summer tour with them, like when they would perform on festivals, and it was like so great. Like it was like I already had like the dream to perform with Nicki Minaj, and then we got that, and I was like, whoa, cool, you know, like it's similar, you know.
The reference.
Yeah, and of course, like there is like many artists also, you know, that I would want to perform with. Yeah, but yeah, and so yeah, it's just like great. It's just like so different. Like the audience has so different energy, and it's just like the coolest thing, you know. Yeah.
Oh my god, I never would have thought
Yeah.
that would be a thing, because the only thing that I had in mind was like, yeah, you know, the circus show, Cirque du Soleil and all that kind of stuff. But I never thought that you could actually also perform with other stars.
Yeah. And like when you like, you know, you said that like you think I have like a different style, you know, like with the like that's why, because I'm like so inspired by like Nicki Minaj or like Ariana Grande and Miley Cyrus and all those people. So I think it's because like my inspiration, like especially for like, you know, performing, you know, of course handbalancers are a different thing, but for performing it comes like from those artists and not from like other circus artists.
I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it. Oh my god. This is a mind opener. And you know what's funny? It's the same for me, actually. My inspiration comes mainly from dancers, not from hand balancers.
Yeah.
So I can totally relate to you, but oh my god, I'm so sure that you will get there.
Yeah, I think
for some reason, I know you will get there. Yeah.
That's really nice. Do you think so?
Yeah. I want to ask you one last question.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of advice, but I haven't thought about which one yet. So, yeah, I guess a good question to ask you for other people is, what advice would you give to someone who isn't sure what they want exactly in hand balance, like in terms of style? How to find your own style?
Okay, so I think it's like, okay, I think, you know, like me time is so important, you know, and then you will like kind of like just like see what you want to do when you're just like alone, you know, like what like only you like to do, you know. So I think that's like definitely one way, like just to kind of like really see like what you're like super interested at. And yeah, and also just like it's like good also to kind of like you know, I think, you know, like probably everyone has like, you know, some kind of like, you know, of course, like you know, like strengths like with mind, but like also with body, you know, like maybe something's more flexible, something's like just like already like you have more power than like another person, you know. So also I think it's like really like smart to like, you know, use those, you know, like
go where your strengths are.
Yeah, and of course, like, you know, to train also things that aren't your strengths, but like, yeah, with your strengths you can kind of like go like further, like compared to other people, you know, like, I don't know, of course, like with work, you know, but yeah, that just like, those things, I think.
Amazing, Mihaela.
Okay.
It's such an honor to meet you, honestly. I'm so happy we got the chance to meet each other and hang out and talk and like give something to other people too.
Yeah, this is like super nice.
Yeah.
And super nice to meet you too.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for being on the show. And I hope you had some insights from this interview. I think it was amazing. I will put all of her contact details, like Instagram. I will put everything down below so you can follow her. And yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment down below. Otherwise, it's never too late to start doing what you love, and I'll see you next Monday on the Soundschi show. You're such a smart girl.
Thank you.
That was great. I'm gonna send this video to Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, for real.